Welcome to AI Brief, episode 202. We're here to unpack the latest in AI and give you those key takeaways.
Today, our mission is really to cut through the noise for you. We're looking at some surprising results about AI coding tools and experienced devs.
Yeah, and Goldman Sachs making a big play with autonomous AI coding.
Plus, the different roads companies are taking towards AGI, artificial general intelligence. And then, of course, a quick hit on other AI news and tools you should know about.
Okay, let's dive in. This first one, this research from METR. Wow, experienced developers actually taking longer on coding tasks with AI help.
Yeah, it sounds completely backwards, right? They felt more productive, but the clock told a different story.
So counterintuitive. Tell us about the study itself. How'd they measure this?
Well, it was pretty thorough. They had 16 veteran open source developers working on 246 real tasks. And these weren't small projects. Think massive code bases, average over 22,000 stars, a million lines of code.
Okay, so serious stuff. And the developers thought the AI would speed things up.
They did. They expected tools like Cursor Pro to save them around 24% of their time.
But the reality?
The reality was they took 19% longer when they were allowed to use the AI tools.
19% longer. So what gives? Why the slowdown? Was it just like fiddling with the AI?
That seems to be the main thing, yeah.
Really?
The time breakdown showed less actual coding time and more time, writing prompts, waiting for the AI response, and then reviewing what it generated.
So a lot of interaction overhead.
Exactly. And here's the kicker. Even after doing the work and seeing how long it took, they still believe the AI made them about 20% faster.
Whoa. That gap between perception and reality is huge.
It really is. And it makes you wonder, with so much code now being AI generated at big companies, maybe pure speed isn't the only metric.
Right. Maybe the value is that it feels easier, less like drudgery, even if it takes a bit more time overall.
That could be it. That feeling of ease might be worth something in itself, especially for complex tasks.
That's a really important distinction for teams adopting these tools. Okay, speaking of big companies and AI, Goldman Sachs.
Ah, yes, the world's second largest investment bank. They've partnered with Cognition.
Cognition, the creators of Devin, the AI that kind of sparked that whole vibe coding idea.
That's the one. But Goldman's approach seems different, more ambitious maybe.
How so? Other banks are using AI too, right? Like JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley.
They are, but mostly as assistants for human developers. Goldman seems to be aiming for Devin to handle entire engineering workflows autonomously.
So not just helping humans, but actually doing the whole job itself in some cases.
That seems to be the direction. A truly autonomous AI coder, which is a significant step beyond just augmentation.
Okay, that is a bold move. It leads into this whole idea of different paths to AGI, doesn't it? Everyone wants to get there, but they're not all taking the same route.
Absolutely. It's fascinating. You've got OpenAI, sort of the classic example, right? Scaling up compute, throwing more GPUs, more data at their LLMs, hoping bigger means smarter.
The brute force approach, kind of.
You can say that. Then you have XAI with Grok 4. They're also scaling, but focusing specifically on scaling up the reinforcement learning phase rather than just the initial pre-training, sort of refining the model's learning process more intensively.
Interesting tweak. And what about others, like Moonshot?
Moonshot took a really unique path with their Kimi K2 model. They used something called a muon optimizer.
A muon optimizer, what does that do?
Think of an AI's attention mechanism, like its ability to focus. The muon optimizer apparently helps keep that attention really sharp and stable during the whole training process. Helps avoid the model getting fuzzy on long tasks.
Okay, so a more focused training approach. And Meta, their strategy seems different again.
Yeah, Meta's play is arguably the riskiest. They're basically trying to attract the absolute top talent with huge pay packages.
Hoping that assembling the best minds will lead to some kind of breakthrough, even if the exact path isn't clear yet.
That seems to be the idea, though. You do hear some whispers from former researchers about maybe a lack of clear direction there.
So what's the big picture takeaway from all these different strategies?
I think it shows AI progress isn't just about more GPUs anymore. It's about being smart about what you scale and when. Is it compute? Is it fine-tuning? Data quality? The people.
Or maybe something else entirely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe the next big leap won't come from scaling what we already do, but from fundamentally rethinking the goal, what we're actually optimizing for.
That's a lot to think about. Okay, we've hit the big stories, but the AI world never stops. Let's quickly cover some other important updates and maybe some trending tools.
Sounds good. First, Sam Altman at OpenAI announced they're delaying their open-weight model release. Needs more safety testing.
Right, that highlights the ongoing tension, doesn't it? Innovation versus safety and responsibility.
Definitely. Also, Tesla's putting xAI's Grok Assistant into its cars. New ones get it built in, older ones via software update.
AI becoming even more embedded in everyday products.
And speaking of Grok, xAI had to explain some technical glitches behind those offensive posts from Grok 3. Something about deprecated instructions.
Old code causing problems. Happens to the best of us, I guess.
Kinda. And users also found Grok 4 was consulting Elon Musk's own posts, which, well, xAI pushed an update to stop that. Shows the challenge of controlling these things.
Always refining. Okay, what about Meta? Any acquisitions?
Yep, Meta snapped up a voice AI startup, Play AI. The whole team is reportedly joining.
Interesting. And Microsoft? Any new models?
They released 5.4 Mini Flash Reasoning. It's a smaller, 4 billion parameter open model designed for efficient reasoning right on your device.
On-device AI getting smarter. Good to see.
Okay, let's wrap with some trending tools people might want to check out.
Sure. There's BioEmu from Microsoft and OpenAI for predicting protein states. Could be huge for science and medicine.
Then Devstral from Mistral. That's a family of open models aimed specifically at agentic coding, building on what we discussed earlier.
There's also Speech and Flow, lets you add speech to images via Google Flow. Qwen Chat from Alibaba now has a desktop app.
Making powerful models more accessible. What else? 15 minutes for book summaries and analysis. AppStruct for building apps with no code. Twistly uses ChatGPT to make PowerPoint slides fast. And SimStudio for building AI agent workflows.
Lots of tools making AI more practical.
Okay, we've covered a ton today, hopefully giving you those essential insights without you having to sift through everything.
Yeah, the goal is always to get you that condensed knowledge quickly. And as we finish, maybe reflect on that gap we saw earlier between feeling productive and being productive.
That's a great point. How often does our perception, especially with new tech like AI, maybe not match the reality? Where else might we see that disconnect?
Something to think about.
Definitely. We hope this deep dive was valuable for you. Please follow the show for more insights like these.
And if you found this useful, share it with others who want to stay informed on the fast-moving world of AI. Thanks for tuning in.